And here we are. Lions! There we go. Again, I mean, you should expect at this point. I'm not going to get all the secrets. We're just going to rock and roll. I remember mostly what we are to do here. We push the big block, you see. And this in turn will open up a bunch of places, like the one behind us. And we will hop on in there, pull out our guns, and shoot the monkeys. Because there are evil monkeys. Look at them. Oh my god, they're so evil. Big monkeys. They also don't understand the concept of circles. That kind of just looked like he fell on his head, but that's fine. And dead. And if we pull this lever, that will open a little something else. And there'll be one more monkey. Because, they do that. I'm sure there's 3 monkeys here, right? Is there the lever down here? What did that open? It's fine. There he is. Big old monkey. Give me you. Dead monkey. As you can see, new enemies, but the process of taking them out is the same. This is Pierre. We'll be seeing quite a bit of him. That being said, yeah, we'll be spending a lot of time basically just, he will show up, we will shoot him, he will get scared, and run away. I think he's the one that we can kill the magnums later on. Could be right about that, could be wrong about that as well. Is there? Nah, there's nothing over there. I feel like that I tend to jump on that section quite a bit, even though there's nothing there. One of those false memories you have in the game of there being a secret somewhere. I don't know what I'm doing. I completely scuffed this up, but that's fine. Don't die! Oh. The line between Lara just, like, accepting her fate and crumbling into a broken pile of bone and just taking, like, a bit of damage is thinner than you would think. Right, that's not the... that's the way forward. That's not. Right? Yes. Okay. I hate this room. Cool. Pull out guns. This should be... no, it's not going to be good. Okay, that's fine. Do that. Do that. Right. You can see the method, right? The idea is that you jump on this one. Believe it or not, that teleporting act has happened a few times to me before. In real life, actually. Yeah, you're meant to like jump at the apex. It's very bizarre. And if you jump on here, it will not help. I mean, maybe. I don't think so, though. Like, if we try doing... Ugh. I think if we walk in here... I think if we walk in here, I think that's better. And then do a side jump like that. Stops her from doing, like, backflips. Nope, that's not... Nope. Oh, you held that in for some reason. I was trying to see if I could side flip up. There is a secret up there. It's one of the most annoying in the game. There aren't too many like it going forwards, so... And that's why I'm leaving it, because that's not worth it. That's just... With tank controls, maybe, but I can't be asked. It's like when you know at the end of the day that every single one of these secrets is going to be ammunition or a health kit. I mean, during a first playthrough, that might sound tempting because it is sort of alarming that when you play through this game for the first time around and you load up your inventory, you will have a look at something like the shotgun and say, "Oh my god, 12 shots, 12 rounds, what's this, 12 bucks?" And then you look at the Magnum clips and go, 4 clips? What does that mean? 2 Uzi clips? What's going on here? Oh my goodness, is ammo limited? Is that what's happening here? And the answer is yes, but the answer is also, it's nowhere near as severe as you might think it is. Because there's a lot of secrets here. Okay, we can't do that. We can't jump up there either. So we have to move the block back. Because the door stays open, I believe. I don't know why I'm doing it from this angle, but you know what? No. That's fine. Just trying to save myself some time, but you know, whatever. But yeah, if it's a Resident Evil situation where hoarding ammo doesn't get you many places in the game like this. That fell off. I could move it one more over, but we're good. There we go. Yeah, I think it's a bit weird, to be honest. Games that tend to do this. If you kept spraying ammo willy-nilly throughout this game, like you kept using shotgun rounds and stuff like that throughout the entire course of this game, whenever you picked one up, I furiously tapping jump there. That's fine. You're gonna climb up. There we go. No secret. Boop boop boop. But yeah, same with med packs and stuff like that. If you kept like using all of the ammo you had throughout this game, as and when you pick it up, you know, you just switch over to that weapon and start using it. You might think, "Oh God, I'm gonna run out of ammo really fast," and you know what? You might run out of shotgun ammo. I'll say that. You might run out of shotgun ammo. That being said, you don't need it. You okay, Lara? Yeah, you don't need that ammo. Um, you can get by on the Magnum and the pistol ammo just fine. The pistol, like doing an old pistol run, is one of those challenges that I've seen people suggest is particularly difficult in this game. Difficult is not the word I would use. I'd say taxing. Um, as in the sheer amount of time it takes to kill some of the late game things. Um, but if you're going to be saving up on ammo anyway, it's you're not going to really notice the difference because you're probably going to be using high ledges and pistol ammo. Because pistol ammo is infinite. Right, welcome to the start of the level, by the way. That entire section that happened beforehand, you could pretty much write that off. You don't really have to pay much attention to... Like, it doesn't lead to anything, the stuff that happened beforehand. I think it's just the pad the level out, but this entire section does that anyway. So yeah. I just need to be a little careful. Let's not overshoot the jump. And there's a little bat somewhere. It's probably down there. There's one over here too. No, I didn't do that. That's what happens when you fall. I've noticed this to be a universal issue with... I don't know if it's just purely a remaster problem, but if you've started a walk, you'll see it a little bit there. There'll be like some momentum as she's running, so she has to slow down. But for some reason, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you hold down walk, and even when you're stationary, she'll just start running. And there's never a point in this game where it doesn't take me by surprise. Right, I know they're all right underneath. I just want to be careful. Oh no, they're up there. You're right, Lara. What's going on? Yeah, like, I was holding down grab there, so that way she could, like... No buttons were pressed. Cool. It's weird, because, this is something that happens quite a bit in this level. I don't remember having these problems as much in... But that's a choice. Oh god. Okay. Were you... Nope, nope, nope. Again, I just seem to be having a bit of a moment here because I don't remember to be having... I don't remember having this much of an issue with any of this previously. Then again, once again, the last time I played this game, it was the Xbox version, so maybe there is just an oversensitivity thing with the PC version. There's always a chance. Right. We're gonna pick this up, and then I'm gonna do the correct thing and save, because that's what's gonna happen. Right. We'll get all the doors unlocked before we start traversing this nightmare tower. It's not a nightmare tower. It's not even that bad. In fact, the puzzles are significantly safer than anything that we're doing with this tower. They are meant to be all sort of like death traps, but you'll see. We've got Pierre hanging about down there as well, by the way. I can hear you. I cannot see you. Are you... Even when aiming, Lara's guns were just in the way of the model itself. I think there's one more lever down below, but it's fine. We'll just get started. So I'll do a quick save here before we continue. How much health do I have? I'll just use one just in case. There's some logic to these puzzles, but in all honesty, you can brute force them. The idea is that, yeah, there we go. Ah, that's the block. The idea is that if you're standing on the pressure pads, you'll see like a spark of when one of them's going to be struck by lightning. And the idea is that you jump to the next one. If you just barrel through, you'll be struck regardless. But the damage is just worth tanking. It trivializes it. I like the hammer because it gives you more than enough time on your first go around to look at it and realise what's going to happen before it drops. Which is cool because it gives you enough time to get out of the way. You can sort of see what I mean when I said that this and that this section. Shot my head. That this entire section is going to be quite the pain in the ass. There's a reason why we have to save here, because there we go. There's a little key. But yeah, if we do like after this entire group of levels, the game becomes significantly more straightforward. The vast majority of the Egypt levels are just traverse to the next section. There'll be puzzles along the way, but a lot of them will just be lever based. Yeah, he's back. Oh my goodness. Where did he shoot us from? 'Cause he's down there, is he not? We have to get him down to half health before we can actually descend properly. So it's worth doing now. Also, I think there's like 3 or 4 lines that show up. The final lever's down there as well, so it is just worth getting this out of the way with. You know what? Lara Croft. we'll do the Damocles one in a second as well. Because we're here. Come on, pop your head out again. And that's it. Is it? Sure? No, I can see you. Okay, fine, fuck it. Okay, there we go. It's the idea that it's Pierre the first time, and then a lion the second time? Because it's fine if that's the case. Pierre takes a beating in this game. It's quite amusing. You probably figured that out, but like the routine for this game is you go to new area, another bounty hunter or treasure hunter will show up, you tango with them for a little bit, and then, you know, you complete a bunch of puzzles in between everything that's happening. That being said though, Pierre appears the most from recollection, and he's got a like, I want to say there's like, I don't want to be wrong about this, but like 4 more optional appearances. And they all end the same way. You shoot him until he's at half health, and then he vanishes until the last appearance. And the achievement you get for shooting him with the Magnum suggests that, like, you've just had enough, and Lara just puts him down then and there because of all the trouble he's caused. But I wouldn't really say that he's a nuisance. He doesn't do enough to warrant that. Right, big ol' sticky swords up in the air. The idea being that once we get the key from this area, all of the swords are going to start flying down and stabbing us left, right, and centre. It's a whole ordeal. It's very bad and very traumatic for everyone involved. Apart from me, because I know how to deal with them. That being said, I am a bit of a coward, so I will be saving momentarily. See, this section as well, pickups, not secret. Although it's not entirely, like, you put in the same amount of effort as a secret to find them. Right. You can see what a saves rack up. Right, here we go. There's that one. Do they deal damage when we walk back into them? They don't, so we can just do this. Okay, so there we go. They do block the way, though. That's not great. Quick. Nope. Okay, fine. This is just a brute force area. You can sort of take your time, but it is particularly hard to dodge all of them. And we're done. Cool. And if we do a quick save, I don't even think that we took enough damage to warrant a med kit. That's pretty cool. There's going to be a line down there now. Is it? Oh, good God. Holding down square. I don't know what the parameters are for it. Like, is it just that it takes that long for her to cool down? After... No? Okay. There is something weird about... the walk button. It's not needed enough for that to be a problem, thankfully, but it's still annoying when it does happen. Right. Good. I assume the line comes out later then. common saying, of course. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba? No. How do I get back up? Oh. Okay. Right? Yeah. Cool, cool. No. Okay. Um. Really? Oh. I got you. I'm being a dum-dum. No, you don't. No, you don't. Calm down. Calm down. There we go. And then we do that, and then we do that, and then we grab, and then we put ourselves up. Pulling ourselves up is very important. We've done 4. Can you get that? You can't. You need help. Okay. Okay. Oh. A lot of my issues with the remastered version, like playing it at the moment, are just stem from the fact that I'm used to this. Like the shadows are all swapped over. It's a lot brighter, so it's a lot more evident what you can and can't climb up. But my 60 FPS, you know, I'm not sacrificing that. Okay. This one is an easy boy. So we will do our best to tackle it. Kill the monkey. That's the most important part. Right. Big boulder up there. Drop down here. Got it? Cool. Pick up this. Just because I have been cursed before. Run, 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 run. There we go. So that holds down a pressure plate which opens that back up, and it means that we can go all the way over here. I don't know if we can go up to the top. We can't. Okay. That's where I would put a secret, personally. But alas, the game did not. Pick up the key. Let's not drop down there. Be very sensible about our life decisions. Right, how many does that make? That's 3, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I think we need 5? It could be wrong. This one might be the 4-key scenario. 4-key. Can I do a little jump up here? Is this good? Is this healthy? Apparently. Okay, right. I'm gonna do a save because I don't like death. That's the primary reason behind my save. A little bat. Right. Neptune! And you know that means bit of water. Right. Nothing there. And nothing there. We're good to go. Let's rock and roll. Woo! Bit of pressure down here. Believe there's a crocodile. Oh god. Lara, are you okay? I haven't really talked about swim controls in either version. In the original version, it's simple. You have a button to go up, you have a button to go down. That's all good. Remastered version, on the other hand, you have... Ugh. if she is willing. You have the analog stick, which obviously you push up on the right analog stick to go up, and you push down to go down. Okay, cool. Did that open one of these boys? Yeah, not. I'm being dumb. It turned off this. I remember the grates opening. Oh, yep. Okay, I am being dumb. Yep, here we go. Last key. To be fair, I also remember the ability in... I think it just must be in the anniversary games or something along that line. It's like, as you're swimming, you can whip out guns and start shooting. Huzzah! We have... le key. Awesome. Let's do a quick save before we descend. Because I do believe there is a line down there now. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, that went fine. Yeah, 2 lions. Oh, boy. Right. So, something quite fun about these lines here is that much like all of the wild enemies in this game, they have pathing to beeline towards you. And the idea is that they swoop in for attack and then they run away. However, as you'll notice, like they have noticed, the staircase, it's quite incomplete. Which means that they just start doing figure... Yeah, there we go. They just start doing figure of 8s. And that's that done and dusted. Cool. Ba 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 da. Now we can do this. That's a Neptune key. Put that in there. Lovely jubbly. Next one. Ooh, come on. Next one. And last but not least. Woohoo! I know one of the rooms there is a little lever that opens up. Yeah, this hidden door over here. You can see it sticking out. Once again, ammo, stuff that we don't entirely need. So we move on. Because we're getting a lot of stuff anyway. Where are we now? Oh my goodness. Is that an approaching crocodile? It is. And it's dead. Oh, the humanity. Yeah. Failed swan dive attempt. But this is fine. I sure hope there aren't any lions about. Oh. Okay. I was too. How are we doing health-wise? We're all good. Let's throw down a save. I said Greece before. I meant Rome. I meant Rome. Did I mean Rome? I did, because there's a Colosseum coming up. I don't know why I said Greece. I know that this game deals with, like, bits of everything. So, either they get confused. There's a lion that jumps down this staircase, for example. That's pretty confusing. Where are you? Oh, here she comes. Whoa, it's a he. You can tell because of the mane. Ha 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 ha. What a funny time to be a little lion. Cool. That clears things up for later on at least. Okay. Right. Remembering how to traverse. It's up here. Ooh. Right, that obviously goes up to where we need to go. But is there anything shiny around the corner? I hope so. I think this is a ledge for a jump. Is it? Could it be? No, it's in case we fall down. Okay, cool. I think this is the one with the Colosseum. Am I correct? Yeah, this is it. Nothing back. Oh, actually, nope, nothing back there. Nothing. Ooh, is that a little opening I see? No, it's not. It's just coloured differently. You can sort of see where we're meant to go at this point. There are a few places we can pop in and out of. I am going to throw another quick save down here because I might try to get over there. I don't know how that will go. Not well. Not well. Oh! I take it all back. Blue. Shotgun. Oh, magical. That does mean that we do now have to... Oh, no. Okay, well, I tried to recover that. That did not go well. Yeah, we have to go all the way back. But that's fine. We can do that. This is a bit of an icky level because we have to do... There are multiple steps to it, and I won't say that they aren't obvious because they are. The issue is more just which way around you do them. But we should be okay. Whee! Oh my goodness, two of them. Who could have predicted such a thing? Bang, bang, bang. And if we grab onto this and shimmy our way over, have a little something to contend with. Can I... Is it here? There we go. That's two secrets. Oh my goodness. Look how dark. Like... it's it's a weird thing to comment on because it's just a weird thing to comment on because like why was the lighting so inconsistent between the remake and the uh, the original, but at the same time, it like the lighting for some areas in the remake are just better. Well, not remake, sorry, in the remaster are just better, whereas the light. Oh, I think I was meant to jump from the little cubby hole. Um, yeah, the lighting in the remaster for some of the sections are just better, whereas the lighting for some of the sections in the original are just better. I don't quite understand why, you know, the issue is quite apparent. It's too dark in some areas, and they couldn't make their mind up as to when or where that was happening. Oh, so now I can shimmy over. I tried to do that before. That didn't work out. Fine. Gosh, to be careful. Like, look at that! I mean, sometimes it makes sense, right? Because we're dealing with being underground. Something that I quite like about this game is that claustrophobia feeling. The idea that, like, oh my goodness, look, there's this Colosseum that's just, you know, people should be aware of, but it is hidden slightly. Oh, hi, Pierre. It's just... And that's him done with for a bit. He will appear several times in this level, by the way. And dead. And the other one is so far away. Doesn't really matter. So, okay, our end goal here is to sort of semi-traverse through these sections up here. We can't do that yet for obvious reasons. They are all closed. So how are we gonna do that? And the answer is to go down to those pits there, traverse a bit of the building to our left. And shoot a few monkeys and lions along the way. Awesome! I just looked it up, by the way. I was right in saying that this is Greece. Because of course it is. It's St. Francis Folly and the... Yeah, fine. I will not question anything anymore. I will merely just remember to plug in my controller after I come back from the toilet. Come on. There we go. Okay, awesome. Video games. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 3, 3, 2. We good? Are we good? Are we good? Okay. Okay, what's happening? Why is it doing this? Okay, cool. That's better. That was weird. But yeah, as I was saying, so these levels do take place in Greece. Interesting. I don't have anything else to say. Spikes. Spikes. Some spikes down there, in case you didn't know. There are a few routes we can take at this point. Believe that's not one of them. Cool. we do a few loops of the area, which is why I'm a bit cross-eyed. Because we end up there at one point. We got some monkeys around here. Oh, no, it's a lion. My bad. Oh, two of them! See, that's ideally when you pull out the shotgun. How many shells do we have? We got... You know what? I think we've earned it. Little sweet treat. Show yourselves. Cool. And let's never use that shotgun for the next several hours at least. So we do that, and it opens up the gate. Huzzah! We all love opening gates. This is just true. You can't even deny it. Then we open up this one, and that opens up another gate. Which, of course, the endorphins in my head right this second, rushing like never before. What's going on here? Let's have a little look-see. Let's save the game. Let's... Come on, where are you? Where are you gonna be? You up here? Is it two of you? It's two of you. Of course it's two of you. It's three of you. This was not in the contract. You know what? I don't even want to talk to you guys. I'm just gonna shoot you from here. And thank God that you don't have the ability to jump. Look how terrifying they are, by the way. If I do that, they look like as you would expect. But, like, they give them demon eyes in the remaster for some reason. We good? Yeah, I don't entirely know why they have demon eyes. I guess we assume that they're under big evil influence or something, but that's not entirely true. Is he back, by the way? Because Pierre, once again, he makes about 4 appearances in this one level. He cannot get enough of us. Oh, no! I forgot what the hole was. That's fine. That just means that we have to deal with that again. Where are you? There you are. Look at you. What are you doing? What are you like? Are we okay? What's happening? Right, fuck it. What are you doing? Where you gone? You're being a bit cheeky, aren't you? Where you gone? Oh, you were, yeah. This is what I mean about that pathing. It's not entirely obvious, but they just sort of like they give up and they just start running at the towards the farthest corner of level. Hey, you tried. Right. Woo! Monkey time. Monkey? No, monkey. I do know what to do here, though, so that's fine. Right, with that, run. Put that. Do that. Ooh. And then do that. Now just grab this. Pressure pad that. And just like that, we've unlocked this little cubby down here. Where's this go? Somewhere cool. That's where. Mind the spikes though, because they still kill upon impact. Speaking of which, let's do a quick save. And now we do a little climb. And we do another little climb. You're not going to believe this, guys. Another one, I know. And then we do that. Right? What am I missing here? Oh, right. Okay, cool. That was like at the apex of what she was capable of. Okay, we're gonna do... Can you see him yet? He's lurking. I know for a fact he is. Because I shooed him away from this place so many times when I last played this game. So the game wants us to hop over there and go through there. Sort of, kind of, you'll see. But I believe, isn't there? There's a little something around here somewhere. Laura's Stankleg, apparently. No! Well, we found it. And guess what? That's right. You guessed it. Not a secret. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, right, I need to line this up right, because getting it wrong means quite the journey back. I remember popping out of somewhere, though. Like... you'll see, you'll see. There's nothing up there, by the way. I have tried. This is just a nice little... It's a nice little break from it all, I think is what this section's meant to be, but... Yeah. Right. Well, we have to save again, because now we have to do this jump. It's always the jumps that look like that they would be like the simplest to do, that for some reason are just not. So is he really nowhere to be seen? Like, he's hiding it. Cool. And there's one more. Cool, he's dead. Behind that door is a secret. That's not necessary one bit, which is quite funny when you think about it, because it takes up some time getting to it. One more. Is that a little lever I can see? It certainly is. It comes jam-packed with one of these bad boys. Right, pull that. Now you might be wondering, where on earth was that? That's fine, that's the correct response to have. So we need the key. That's what this entire section is building up to. So this is the way out, and we need a key. The door there, it's for show. Ignore the door unless you want a secret. We're probably going to get the secret because I'm pretty sure that the way to the secret is by the thing that opens. Well, by the key. It's all good. So, if you're wondering where that door is, it's behind one of these lucky pillars over here. I don't know if there's a safe way down, other than just jumping back, so we're just going to jump back. And, yeah, now we're going to slip and slide all the way down. We're also going to say hello to Pierre, because, he wanders around idly. The second you climb up here, it aggroes him. But he is here. I promise you he's here. He's a little bad boy. Can you see him? He's here somewhere. Right. What's this? Fish a hole. Of course. Patented quick save. I do say so myself, and I do. Trademark. A lever? What does this do? It opens up another one. Where's that? That's not where we are. My TV's doing the thing where it's saying that it will turn off in so many seconds. So let's press that button. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're basically just doing a lap of the area now. That's what it comes down to. Special guest. Best friend. To ever be best friend. Yeah, and his magical flying lion. Why were you invincible? What does that even mean? I'm using a large bed pad. Pad? Pack. He's running away. So did the lion. Why did the lion run away? That's not a joke. He's coming back now because he just AI-wise has nowhere to go. The idea is that he's meant to run out of your line of sight. And he's meant to be encouraged to do that when you get him halfway down his health. Problem is, he's a confused little boy. And, he doesn't know where anything is anymore. So basically, we just have to leave his line of sight. There we go. He's all gone. Let's pour one out for Pierre. The door closed. That could only mean. Oh, we didn't close. It's something's just making sounds. You're being quite naughty. You're doing more than I'm asking you to, and that's not good. Right. Before we go any further, let's save. I'm saving where I have died previously. Due to confidentness. Because you might imagine this will kill you. And you're wrong, because I am God and no one can tell me otherwise. Okay, let's go. Was not meant to do that. Is Pierre coming out for another round? Because he does that. I think the idea is that you're just meant to be having a gunfight with him constantly. But, more bats? No? We'll deal with Pierre soon. Ish. Right, do that. That opens up the secret, which most people will think is the way forward, because most people are logical and right, and this game is wrong. The big door is always the way forward, not the little door to the side that requires a key. Should be that way anyway. So we snag up this. Yes. I've got memories of pulling this block back, but that's not the case, is it? Push! Push the block. And then we pull it. Get it out of the way. And we run around here. A little pressure plate. Wrong. A key. They both look the same, but they aren't. Up we go again. Surface nice and politely. Yeah. If you were guessing that we need to shoot a monkey now, you were correct. Congratulations, give yourself a pat on the back. A dead monkey too. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. This is what we call padding. It's not terrible padding though. It is a form of padding just because the game is getting you to do a whole of a lap of the area for no real reason. It would be cool if it opened up a shortcut. It does not, but alas. That being said, I've seen way worse. There are entire games out there that will have you doing whole laps pointlessly to retrieve like one extra item in some area. Oh, it's not even a secret. It's just a pickup. All of that effort, hey? Bet you're wondering that probably something really cool behind that door. You were right. It was you. You were behind that door. The treasure was the friends we made all along the way. Sure hope there's no alligators. Well, they make me poop and pee my pants. Bye-bye. We're gonna do some shooting? No? It's gonna make me pull this. 'Cause I'll do it. I've pulled levers for less. Anyway, that was the Colosseum. We did it. Hooray. There were 2 secrets in that level. That's very interesting to note. Well, there were 3 secrets in that level. Right. Okay. This might be the longest level in the game. From memory. If memory serves. Because we got to do a whole lot of stuff. And you'll see why. Because if we go over here, we can't go there yet. So ignore what I was saying and continue about your day. It's the other direction. This is the one where we've got a bunch of symbols that we have to sort of align. There's going to be a line around this corner, so I'm just gonna deal with them now because I'm gonna do a lot of walking back and forth here. It's sort of unavoidable. Is there gonna be one now? Okay, I guess not. We're gonna be coming back to that area as well. This level's insane. This is... Oh, that's close to my favourite level in the game. It's really close to it. Because everything wraps back around quite nice. It's all tight and contained, and if you spend long enough looking at it, you can sort of figure out what's going to happen and where you need to go from the get-go. So we are going to do that. I forgot there were monkeys here. We're going to be coming back to this room quite a bit. Are we okay? What's going on here? Bang, 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 bang. Awesome. Right. So we have to do a few tricky jumps here. And none of them are very nice. At least from the get-go, they're not very nice. Right, yeah, we can't jump there. Right, I tell you what, I'll get this place sorted first. We'll get set level, because there's some prerequisite stuff that we need to do before we can actually attempt anything, and then I will explain what's going on here. Because, as I said, it's a bit of a doozy. So let's try to get some of the pickups out of the way. I'm not saving at the moment, primarily because we're pretty safe as of right now. The point of this level is I don't know whether or not you spotted it earlier on. There was a temple of sorts, and the idea is that we are going to traverse the rooftop of said temple. Thing is, it's too big for us to jump to. We're only little, so we need to find a way up there. You might be wondering, how are we going to do that if we're so small? And the answer is, we are going to turn lead bars into gold. You heard me right. That's right, puzzle music has kicked in. So we've got 3 lead bars that we need to collect, and they all can be found, roughly speaking, behind some of these doors. Now, you'll see the little symbols here. So we've got a little Y and then a bunch of omegas. The idea is that they're representative of up and down. And what we're gonna do is our best, pretty much. I'll do my best here. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There's a health pack in this room somewhere. I think it's up there. The only way you can get it is with a jump bug. I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to do that. But It's fine. I believe that the Y represents down and the omegas represent up. That's pretty cool. What I have for ease of time, you can figure that out through trial and error. By the way, you can just go ahead and do that. But for ease of time, I actually have the order of which I need to do these in written down because I don't hate myself, and that's very important when playing Tomb Raider. So, down, up, 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 and that should have opened that door down there. It has done. Remember, do not jump off the edge. Death is inevitable, but it does not have to be immediate. Let's do a quick save. But yeah, this is an example of there's clearly a pattern happening when you see these things and you see the levels up there, and it just takes a moment to realise what's actually happening. It's pretty cool. I like it. Right, let's do some jumping. 1, 2, 3. Oh, reach! Of course. Get out of the way of the piranhas, because there are some nasty boys in here. Can we shoot them? I might do an emergency medipack just in case. Right. Well, that'll take out the danger of swimming back. Oh, they're rats. I think they're rats. I know we have to shoot big old rats later on, but I didn't realise it was this early on. Right. There we go. So, the idea is that there is a time limit of that long. And you know what? That's fine. We can get set on fire later on in the game, and for some reason the flame does not persist as long as this one. I do not know why these flames are special, but there we go. They are. We got our first lead bar. You might be wondering, what we're going to do with those lead bars? And did you say that we're turning them to gold? I did. And you'll find out. Be patient. God. Okie dokie. If you see me pause, it's because I'm looking at my lungs in my hand. I'm looking at the next one, which I have written down. Oh! There was a monkey left over. Are you just going to be in there now? Because that's going to be distracting. I'll deal with you in a bit. Right, so this one should be up, up. Right, let's do that. It's up, up, sit down. Sit down? Up, up, down, up, down. Cool. You gonna come back in? That's sad. Okay. So this one, I should note that I've got the order of which doors I need to open in which order. I do not have the locations down, so there'll be some guesswork involved here. Spike room. Okay, I do vaguely remember what to do here. A little block once told me to pull it. It wasn't this block, but I took it to heart. We good? What's in here? A lever. Does this raise all the things in the room? It does. That's a fun sound because I'm pretty gosh darn sure that later on that sound implies that an entire room has capsized. Or like caved in. Okay. Need I explain myself? Let's try to play this safe. I'll do some running jumps here and there, but only when I feel confident enough that they will work. Oh. It's our second lead bar. Right. I do recall dying right here. So let's not do that. I believe that you can land safely on a spike below, but I'm not risking it. Let's just do that. Let's get out of here. Woohoo! Okay, that's 2 out of 3 down. Good shit, as the kids say. Right, what's the next one? Okie dokie. Ooh. So this is the one where we have to run across the temple rooftops. So, up. Oh, I did that wrong. So it's up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Is this the broken one? It is. Cool. This one's neither here nor there. You have one thing that's missing, so you have to sort of guess what it could be. But you've got 2 choices, so it's not that big of a deal. This is the one with the capsizing room. Cool. This goes nowhere. Or does it go exactly where it needs to? Ah, yes, because they do this for some reason. I don't know why this is a different colour from every other pushable block in the game. It just is. There we go. The whole place is capsized. Isn't that fun? Push that out of the way. You'll see there's nothing there. Right. Yeah, there you go. Big old dead room. Right. I remember these jumps being a lot easier than they look, which I know sounds weird, but hear me out. I fell down. I can recover. I think it's best to be down here anyway. So, yeah, there's a weird-ass thing you can do with this pillar, actually. Where if you jump at it from an angle, for some reason, it will send you flying. Don't ask me why, I don't know. But it's true. I'm not trying to replicate it, I'm actually just trying to stand on this thing. Because there is no edge to this block, which is just great. Okay, cool. Lift ourselves up here. And nice and easy. Lift up from here. And, yep, once again, remastered graphics doing their job. To be fair, it blends in. But, yeah, there's a little ledge right over there that we can get onto. That I messed up because I couldn't see it. I turned the graphics off and my brain was like, it's fine, I've got it. I've got its whereabouts. I did not. This will be the last lead bar, though. This is... We're doing this one last just because it's the longest one to do. I don't entirely understand the point of having us traverse around, but it's not bad. I like it. It's just very amusing. Yeah. With that noise. Okay, let's do a standing jump. Let's not tempt fate. Ooh. This is... There we go. Okay, and now we're going to save again because we're through, and we won't have to do that again. Isn't that great? I'll do the Easter egg thing when we get to it. Don't you worry. Right. Is it just monkeys? I seem to remember there being a line up here, but apparently I'm wrong. Cool. Okay, cool. There's a little boy down here. There's a few secrets we can get whilst we're here, to be honest. But we'll do our best. Is that a thing? Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know what their obsession is with the remastered graphics and skylights, but it's an obsession. That's for sure. I don't know if I want to save. I think we're okay. Right, let's just... Let's just do this first. I should have totally saved. It's fine. Out of here. Right. Some of these platforms we can stand on. Which ones they are, I can't quite remember. Right, I got you. I remember now. Yep, that's a secret and not a pickup. Because of course it is. And we did do all of that for that. We are building up our Magnum collection. That's something at least. Okay, cool. Back down we go. Believe we are safe to start climbing about. So, you might remember the area down there. We popped out of that section before. We're gonna try and do this really gently. I will probably screw this up somehow. I should probably save. Okay, I know that that little gap there with the little hole is another secret. Oh, that seems excessive, but I think that's what we needed to do. Okay, and there should be one more. I dropped on the wrong end first. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, she meant to safely drop down from there, but it's all good. I believe this is the only pickup here, so that's fun. Okay. Random sounds. Right, jump back over. Let's just clear this out before we head down. So you two are just gonna do that for a bit. Cool. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna make a save again. Because I don't entirely trust myself here. Of course, there is a bat. There we go. No, no more. Okay. And we're through. Thank God for that. Oh, was that a thing? Nope, it was just a wall texture. Cool. Oh. You can see what's going to happen here. Which is why I'm going to be very careful. No, no, don't do. You're trouble. Okay, cool. And slide. Is that a thing? That's just another wall texture. It's another wall texture. That's fine. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure that happened to me last time as well. That's neither here nor there. That's just a me thing, but it was amusing. Right, this should be... We're going to encounter this one anyway, so I'm going to kill them whilst I can. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about the danger music, but that's fine. We just have to put up with the danger music. The danger music is dangerous. To my ears. I seem to recall there being some finagly business with this section coming up. I mean, if he wants to try the whole thing that I did, power to him, but it's going to be a long journey. Okay. Goodbye, monkey. I haven't done any pull-ups yet. I'll try to see if I can get one in. This might be the place to do it. There we go. This is the thing, they showed off the trailer for Legacy of Atlantis. And it made a load of people go, oh my goodness, we're so back. She did the thing. And it made me go, okay. Like, you can do that. But, you know, I didn't think the thing missing from Tomb Raider of late was, her not doing that. Am I glad it's back? I don't have any... I'm glad I saved. Holy shit. Yeah. Am I glad that that's back? I don't care. I think it's amusing that we got a trilogy of Tomb Raider games that, like, got the idea of, like, modernizing these titles pretty well. I'm not going to say that they were amazing or anything like that. Once again, I need to replay them, but we haven't had anything like the Legend trilogy or the Underworld trilogy or whatever you want to call it. We haven't had anything like that since. And I do believe that it is the best of, like, it's comparatively it is the better of the trilogies. I'm not even saying that with, like, any sort of malice against the Survivor trilogy. I know a lot of people have their grievances with it. I do too, but my annoyances with the Survivor trilogy have very little to do with things as trivial as Lara's. Well, I'm not going to say that Lara's design is trivial because that's the case. Oh, okay. I'll just save when I'm down again. Yeah, I'm not going to say that Lara's design is a trivial thing that can be changed up on a whim or something like that. It's iconic. It's her physique and her costume are they have a lot to do with who she is as a person. If that makes sense. That being said, out of all the issues I had with the Survivor trilogy, that was probably, like, that was quite low on my list. The idea of, like, a Lara, the idea of, like, a Lara as well who is, crying and agonizing a lot about things that she goes through quite naturally in this title as well. Sure, put that in. My issue is that they do nothing with it. Once again, if this is like the start of like a long road of me going through Tomb Raider games at some point in my lifetime, the Tomb Raider Survivor stuff, was that a bat I heard? Yeah, the Tomb Raider Survivor stuff, my issue is more to do with, like, how much they highlight in terms of, like, what Lara goes through, and what little they do with it to, like, push a character. Like, she gets into lots of little scrapes in those games, and she reacts to them quite audibly. And we're meant to look at that and be like, oh my goodness, this is the first time she's going through all of that. Of course she's going to be in quite a lot of pain. Of course she's going to be screaming from the rooftops because, she's had like a branch for a leg and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? Yeah, correct. It is important to showcase that stuff and watch her grow from it. Absolutely bang on the money. The issue is more to do with the fact that they never do it again. Like, she doesn't learn from it. We see her do it, and she doesn't react as a character. She reacts as an emote. Which is not the same thing, It's fine. Okay, so we've got all of that. I now need to... Oh, I need to go back to the... Ugh. There's not a lot left for me to do here, but... I approached this from the wrong angle. This is fine. This is all good. I need to head back to the temple. I think it's the temple I need to go to. I'm pretty sure that the doors open by themselves. So... Have I bugged this up? I think I've... Oh, God. The issue with screwing one thing up in this level is that it means that there's a very, very long walk back. I haven't. The little doors here. Okay, cool. We're good. I'm pretty sure there's a switch in the thing. Do they open? Please open. Please don't tell me that I need to do anything. Please... Oh. And there's even a little thing here. And then there's a switch. Yes. Wasn't crazy. Okay, cool. Because the last thing I had, like... Holy moly. Yeah, the last door I had was the one where we put the the bars in there. And when I make notes, I make really, really, like, presumptuous notes. As in, future Scott will understand what this means. And those notes were just the door combinations. I've really just been working off the fact that when I see each room, I know what to do in each room because I have played this game before. That's about it. So, yeah. You can run away if you want to. You wanna... Oh, okay. Oh, pardon me. That was a victory burp. Should probably save at some point. Right. We need to get up there. The only way to get up there... This is cool. Is there a thing? I don't know if it... I don't know if GOG has trophies. But on the Xbox version, if you go up to that, and you press the action button, the game's like... Well done! That's a clock. There are lots of little bits and bobs like that in terms of achievements for this game. Okay, right. We'll save and we'll do the Easter egg thing. I mean, this will tell me if there's like any achievements here. But if we climb up on this, Oh my goodness, what's happening to Lara? She's turning to gold, and her braid is separate. Okay, I didn't get an achievement, so I assume that you just don't get it in this one. So, okay, 3 lead bars. Do that. I assume the idea is that any objects that you touch, like, you can do degrees of separation with this hand. That's my logic. Like, which it would have to be to some extent, right? Because the whole point of Midas is that everything you touch turned to gold, but I'm sure that everyone who touched his gold didn't... Everyone who touched his gold did not turn to gold, if that makes sense, in a weird roundabout way. Okay, awesome. We now need to head back and get out of this place. Wonder what my time on this level was, because outside of that one little hiccup where I was confused as shit, I feel like I've made good time here. Have we got any more lions yet? Did I kill them all? I normally get ambushed by lions down there. I don't know why there weren't any this time. Unless I'd cleared them from the room earlier, and that's what happened. That's probably it. Right. Let's just open the last door. If you can believe it. And you should. Because it's what I'm going to do. It's going to be great. Okay. Down, up, 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 down. That's easy enough. Well, it could not be any more opposite to what I've got, though. And... that should be it. Is it around here? This is when I find out that I've got it wrong. I do not. I got it right. This is good. And there was but a single lion. Right, so that's the room. What's up here, though? Is this just a bit of fun? Is that not a secret? I went out of my way to find that video game. I demand a little jingle. Okay. Let's finish this off. We did it. We got one of 3 secrets. Funny. I've got a horrible feeling about this one. Because we're in dangerous territory. In the sense that, is this the cistern? It might have just been like the time when I played this game last, but I seem to remember this of most times when I play this game anyway. Uh, I remember that. Okay, yep, I do. I don't like this level. I remember this one quite clearly now. This one and the next one, I don't like these levels very much whatsoever, because there is a way that you can soft lock yourself in this one, I believe. If this is the system. I think I might have more issues with the next level than I do with this one, though. The system, at the very least, has like a hub that you can like wander around in. And whilst you can soft lock yourself in this one, I don't think it's too difficult to do. I think it's, I think it is difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to get myself a drink. Right, let's just explain how this level works first and foremost. So the idea is that um, there are a series of keys that we need. So for places there, for places there. I think there's even one for up there. We've got a load of crocodiles or alligators, and a load of rats all about the place. That by itself, not that big a deal. Rats are pretty weak. They die very easily. That's fine. Crocodiles, also fine. The issue is more to do with knowing what to do in which order. And considering that I do not have any notes for this level, I'm going to have to do my best to remember exactly what, where, and when. I remember some secrets, but at the same time, like you can already see some there. So there's one over there, and there's one up there. They're not secrets, they're pickups. But I remember this taking like 2 hours on my very first playthrough of this. Not the remastered version, my very first playthrough of the initial game. Because you'll see. It's better just to show you. I think that's gonna be. But I'm gonna get a drink and then yeah, I'll be right back. Right. I have my southern courage, let's call it. Okay. I say we start off by doing a quick round up the room, right? Because I know for a fact that those two doors are locked, so it's not going to do me much good heading over there just yet. I also know that we need to be very careful in terms of when and where we lower and raise the water level of this place, because that's something that we have to do. So fingers crossed. We should be fine and dandy. I think I've come to the conclusion, by the way, that I am going to end up doing Tomb Raider Anniversary after this. Because that way, at the very least, like the No! Oh. Scotty boy. What a shave. That way, at the very least, like the prerequisite to be playing Legacy of Atlantis is done and dusted, in the sense that, like, when that game comes out, regardless of where I am within the Tomb Raider timeline for this channel, I can just jump straight into that and then talk about it. Because I think I think I'm gonna die, and then after that, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll be doing a playthrough in that game. I'll be doing a playthrough in that game rather than doing a breakdown on it. And the same goes for pretty much every Tomb Raider game for the time being. There is a bit of me that's like, there is a lot of really cool stuff to talk about when it comes to this game in particular, but I mean, I'd rather play through it and then you see my reaction to everything, because when credits roll in video games, I like to talk a little bit about my experience with the game as a whole. You get to see my initial reactions when we go for it. You don't get to see my initial reactions to this game because I know a lot about what's coming up. But yeah, here we are. Okay, right. So that door's locked down there. I need to remember which way around to do all this because there is a very good chance that we are going to get trapped in hell if I'm not careful. Is that open? No, that's shut. Okay. Three doors. Three doors, three keys. Two of them, I want to say silver, and one of them bronze. Ah, it's this room. Oh, hello. Right. Is this the only time we see you in this level? I can't remember. We have lots of many paths to go through. So now you're just gonna run away, and you've despawned, correct? Yes. Good. Okay. Right. Let's have a quick think, because when I said that, like, I remember the layout to the latter half of this game, and the events of it more vividly than I do like the start of the game. This is the truth. I feel like that caves, the very first level, lives in my head quite rent free as well. But the thing is, with those earlier levels, um, with those earlier levels, I think because they're so breezy, I have a tendency to just glaze over them, if that makes sense. Okay. Get that shotgun ammo. It's going to be useful for a boss. I don't know if it's... I know that there's a boss in the next level. And how about this one? Oh, that was cheeky. Okay, so that was that. Let's just heal on up. And you know what? I am going to throw a quick save down because this is about to get weird. I think I've got confidence in myself not to... It's not necessarily soft-locking. There is a way you can soft-lock this level. I do know that as well, but the issue that I tend to run into is prematurely pulling that lever there. Because I believe that floods... That like lifts the water level, and we don't want to do that just yet. This is a room that we want to come back to, because if we sneak our little head up here, yeah, look, the room's even designed to be like this to start off with. That's good. I think I'm going to be fine in the next level as well, to be honest. I'll point out what normally happens with the next level for me, because I already, in my head, I've already got it, like, I've already got it taped off. I definitely stand by the fact that hello. I definitely stand by the fact that, like, out of the two, I don't like the next level more than this one. But I think in retrospect, this is going to be the more difficult of the two. The next one's just a matter of knowing where to go, really. Which I know that you could argue is like, oh, but isn't that the same for all levels in this game? And I would say, not exactly. Right. Where do I want to use this key? It's a very good question. Thank you for asking it. You're welcome. You know what? No. You're welcome. Um, is that a staircase that doesn't really go anywhere? It is, isn't it? That's awesome. I'm glad they still have those. I thought that that was like a dated concept, but... okay. Pretty sure the idea is that, um, you're meant to come out of there and be like, oh my goodness, look, the water level has been raised. And then from that point, you're meant to start, um, swimming around and exploring all sorts of different rooms and being like, oh, I can't do this in this room yet. I wonder why. I can't pull this switch. Looks like I need the water, looks like I need the water lowered. That's what I meant to say. What key did I get? Did I just get a standy... oh, I got 2 keys. That's really good. So that one's going to be the gold one, isn't it? Is it? I know one of these is. Yeah, that one's gold. And this one's rusty. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So that means... you can just pop this one in there. And at the very least, if I have to do a lap as of now, I know it's leading somewhere. You know, I'm not, spikes. I remember this room. Okay, so that's for when the water level, goes up. Obviously. I just want to confirm that this one's, that this one requires a gold key. It does not. Okay, that's... wow. Oh, I do know what to do. This is all good. This is fine. Pull out your guns. Shoot Pierre. Or the monkey. I believe if we go past this point, does Pierre show up? I know that we can trigger him by going up there. So we'll do that. We don't have the magnums yet, do we? I think we're going to get them in this level. There you are. You just poking around there? What's going on? He's being a little sneaky. Shoot him. And there we go, that's done. Climb up here. And we missed. Um, I might be going a bit crazy about which switch does what. We shall see. Right. Oh god. Wait, when did I last save? Oh god, when was that? Okay. Grand scheme of things, not overly bad. Can recover from this. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna get the shotgun stuff, so just because I know it will be used. I definitely know that yeah, I'm gonna double down on the fact that that switch is the death switch. If I pull that switch, we're gonna be in for a hell of a time. I mean, there's stuff that we still can do. The issue is that a lot of the stuff that we can do after pulling the switch will need to be undone in order to proceed with things. I need to not be afraid to save so much. There's something inherent in me that looks at counters in games and is like, the higher up a save counter is, I don't know, there's just something wrong with me, but that's far from the truth. It just means that I'm being safe, which is fine to do in a game where you can die by most things. Speaking of which, some rats here. Oh, fuck it, you know what? There we go. So I must have gotten the first key from before entering this place then. Cool. Now I know. Can I get... Okay, game. Have it your way. Okay. It means that we have to shoot Pierre again, but I think we'll be fine. A part of me thinks that... So, I know where there is one pickup in this game. I don't know, in this level, rather. I know where there's one pickup in this game, for sure. But in this level, I am pretty gosh darn sure that... the pickup in this room here is either more Magnum ammo or it's the Magnum itself. I know that the way that secrets and pickups work in this game is that past a certain point, you are guaranteed the shotgun or... You're guaranteed the shotgun or Magnum or Uzi at one sort of like interval. Is the other guy gonna come out? Was he stuck there? Right. Just gonna make sure that I save past a point. Right. Ah, I saw you spawn in. Rule of thumb, by the way, when it comes to using medipacks, don't be afraid to use them. Also, if at any point you start to think, oh god, I've only got like small ones left because I used all the large ones because I panicked, the difference between the amount of health you get between large and small medipacks it's incremental. They are definitely not the same, but they do heal a lot. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's either Magnum or Magnum ammo. I'm going to say. Well, you saw me hold the button down, so I don't really know what else I was meant to do. That was a nice. That was a very nice live moment that happened there. You know, there can be no disputing. Lara had her arms held out for that ledge, and nothing happened. This is the way to do it, by the way. You have to do that. And you know what? I don't know how that works, but yep, she just let go. Okay, cool. Why? Lara, what are you doing? All you're meant to do... Right, okay, so I'm holding. It's like she's mocking me. She spreads her arms just when it gets to it. Is it a point that I need to... No. Oh, okay. Is it too... Oh, maybe I just need to jump into it regularly. That, they are magnums, actually. That is just a magnum. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Right, we will... Right, we'll drop here. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a big boy save down. Right, we're gonna put that there. And I am going to see if I can do a little... No, okay, not there. I'll see if I can get back to the previous ledge then at the very least. Because then if I can do that, I might be able to recover this somehow. Okay, cool. What are we thinking? Standing jump? Hmm. One more for good luck. I'll take it. We got the magnums. Awesome. And if I show you the magnums now, I'll tell you how much ammo we've got for them. Yeah, the magnum clips have a lot of ammo in them. You can easily reach like close to 2,000 magnum ammo by not really trying. It's it's quite amusing, to be honest, because you get towards the end of the game and it's the same with Uzi ammo, to be fair. Although Uzi ammo becomes a bit of a joke because outside of aiming for like one achievement, when you're fighting Natla at the end of the game, um, there's no reason not just to like. There's no scenario prior to the final boss with Natla, where using the Uzis is like how can I explain this? Using the Uzis at the end of this game is it's sort of done in a well, I've got this, and there's no real circumstance where using them over the Magnum is preferred, if that makes sense. Because you're going through so much ammo in one go. So you'll spend a lot like the Egypt arcs, like levels, and Atlantis, just using predominantly pistol and Magnum ammo. Maybe shotgun ammo if you're in a bind, but it becomes a joke. Because once again, it's similar to before you pick up the Magnum. By the way, at this point, I don't know if that's the first point where you can pick up the Magnum. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure you could get it in like a secret at some other stage in the game. But there'll still be like sections later on where if you miss that drop, every time that it's like a guaranteed thing. Every time there's an area where there would be Magnum ammo later on, if you already have it, the Magnum will be there alongside it now. Same applies for the shotgun at this point. The game accounts for you not having the shotgun late game, which is kind of insane. Like, and there is a mini boss really late on in the game who has a shotgun. If you kill him, he will drop the shotgun. If you don't have it already. That's kind of insane. Okay, we pulled this lever, which we have to be careful because there are some spikes down here. We're going to do a quick save because I do not want to die in the spikes. Or dying in spikes is frowned upon. Oh god. Awesome. And now we drop down here. So this is pretty much the place where you can... I can't remember how soft locking is done in this level, but you can soft lock it here, I believe. You have to restart the entire level if you do it wrong, which is why we save. That key there... but the issue I run into isn't soft locking, it's that I end up doing a lot of things and I ultimately just fuck up at the last second, and it's normally around here where I do it, because I've in advance raised the water levels here, which means that I can't get that key, which means I can't proceed with the level, and I start blabbering like a little baby. I don't, but not in public anyway. Because it means that everything you've just seen me do, you have to do it all again. There is this section here. When did I last save? Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Oh, that was so much better than what I thought it was going to be. Right, where's the little rat? Yeah. So, if you raise the water level before coming here, you have to swim all the way back, lower it, and the only way to come to this room, and get that key is by doing everything you've just seen me do. Even if you've done a... I don't know how much more you can do without this key, that's the only thing. But it's pretty annoying, I gotta say. It's only once you got this key that you can go back and raise that water level. It is the reason why this is my least favorite level in the game. Is just because, well, number one, that it's insane that the game is like, oh yeah, well, if you haven't got this key and you're in this and you've come to this room, you have to go all the way back around and do all of that shit again. You just have to accept that. It's not just that. I wish it was just that. Hang on. Oh no, okay, it's too close. No, you are running in my line of... There we go, it's gone. Yeah, so the other thing as well, if you dare jump in this pool, bear in mind, you will only know not to jump in this pool if you have jumped in the pool. But the pool itself, if you go in there, you have to swim all the way around. I'm not even kidding. There's no way out. There's no easy way out anyway. It's shocking, to say the least. I shall show you. There's a little crocodile in here. There are 2 crocodiles in here. You can climb up here. And there's another little key over here. Which is pretty cool when you think about it. Like our keys. Okay, this is the room that we need to raise the water level for. Because we need to move... We need, yeah, because you need to pull that, and then that opens this, which gets us the key, and yeah. Okay, cool. You might wonder, there's no point in complaining because you have to go back around and do it all again anyway. That first one, that first thing that you do, um, there is a lot of pre-ramble to get into that area before you raise the water level. Raising the water level after you've got that key is always the best thing to do. You never want to get the other key first. Trust me. Because the only way you find out that there's another key there is by doing everything that I just did to get, access to the first key. But this is fine, because now that we've done all of that, we can climb up here. I can't remember. It's Okay, so well, it was up there, wasn't it? Cool. Yeah, we're nearly done with this level now. To be fair, there's after we're done with the cistern, there's like one more puzzle in this area, which is relatively easy to do. So we'll flood the area, do that, and now we can just buzz off and get the last key. A little rat. I don't know why I'm coming through this way. I just want to do this slide again, to be honest with you. Oh, the spiked pit from earlier, no longer a problem. We can swim over it now. Which I guess is something. It shows you that the water levels have changed. And there is an advantage to that happening. The only issue is that there is also a massive disadvantage to that happening. Which is you having to go out of your way and do a bunch of shenanigans all over again. How low on health am I? We use that. I've got more than I normally do. Oh, there we go. Look, the water level has been raised. Huzzah! I think we can go down and just pull the lever, to be honest. Which makes my point even more valid if that's the case. Let's give it a go. It should be... Which hole is it? Am I going crazy? Dora's always got more air than I give her credit for as well. Right, which one is it? Okay, fuck it. We're going under here. It's this room. Right, before we do anything... Let's get all the gubbins, because you never know. Shotgun ammo? Dash, please. Another health pack? Yes, please. And another health pack? Yes, please. Right. Whew. It was this way, wasn't it? It wasn't this way. I wonder how many people have played, or at least seen clips of just this Tomb Raider and judged every other Tomb Raider game based off of this. Um, which is a fair thing to do, by the way. It's Tomb Raider. You're allowed to do that. But why have I gone confused? It's definitely down here and through one of these little areas. Ah, it's there. And that automatically unlocks it. Cool. So we've got all the keys we need. We can now exit the level. But yeah, what's over there? Was that a little secret? Is that what that is? I don't know. I'm nervous. Why do I have 2 rusty keys? Oh, does that just... Okay. Let's throw another save down real quick. But yeah, yeah, it's absolutely fair to compare the other Tomb Raider games to this title. That's not an issue. The issue, there isn't an issue really, but it's amusing because if you play any other classic Tomb Raider game after the first one, it's a different experience. Tomb Raider 2 lets you know from the get-go that it is out to kill you. Ooh, that's not very nice. I'm not going to say that Tomb Raider 2 is like a bullshit difficulty or anything like that, but you can tell it's from the it's from that vein of the font. It's closer to the Ninja Gaiden 2s of video games than it is anything else, because play the opening to Tomb Raider 2, get past the Great Wall of China, and then talk to me, because you can do that. That's not the issue. The the issue is that the game is batshit. Like whoever designed Tomb Raider 2, they were screaming the entire time. I haven't played much of once again, Tomb Raider 3 onwards. I'm just gonna pop the gold key in because I want to see what it does. Tomb Raider 3 onwards, I can't talk too much about because I don't remember too much about it. But I'm sure that... Oh, no, we've done this before. Okay, the gold key was for something else, that's fine. Okay, we're good. Everyone resume your positions. I remember the series sort of like streamlining itself as it went on, which isn't a bad thing. It's just a thing, but like stuff like that's often just down to execution more so than anything else. What? I mean, oh, okay. What's this do? Ah, sorry, I forgot. Every level needs one alcove that leads nowhere. Cool. But yeah, I remember like Chronicles opening weirdly enough with what felt like a standard video game tutorial. because Lara had a previous mentor, or at least someone she was working with, talking to her throughout the entire thing, going, "Ah, yes, do this, do that." Like they were being very suave about it. Um, oh, I was tapping the touchpad so fast when that was happening. That's fine. When did I? Okay, I'll suffer through this. This is okay. It's not that far back. We are reaching that point in the game though. It's so weird because there are so many prequels happening at the moment that think the best thing to do in terms of like shaping who these characters are and where they've come from and all that jazz is to have them be completely different people to begin with, which isn't normally the case. Normally, like if for some reason if you decide to write a prequel to absolutely anything and you have a character that you want to set up, such as your Lara Crofts, um, you want there to be like something of the character to come. Because the idea is you're pulling it out of them. You're not transforming a different person into a person you know, or doing what the Survivor trilogy did, which is not that. Believe it or not, folks, Lara Croft is not a female Nathan Drake. I don't know where they got the idea of that from, but they got that idea from somewhere. Okay, we should be alright as long as we're up here. Are they gonna come out? I know that this isn't the last of these guys, so oh, I can just yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, one of these. Right, that one spikes. One of these leads to a pickup. There it is. Right. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I don't I don't know what the pathing is for anything anymore. Okay. And what, are you just stuck over there now? Yes, is the answer to that question. Um, alright. we do that. Block, block, block. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay. It didn't have the icon for it. It's just meant to block out all the lines. Oh, is it this one? Okay. Push. I'm interested to go back and play Legend at some point. As I said, after this I'm gonna play Anniversary, but I seem to remember there being something a little twingy about Legend. As in, like, I don't know whether like a lot of its mechanics were unrealized or something. Um, well, I'm up here now. Did I do all that for a health kit? I don't think I did. I'm refusing to believe that. If I close this door... Yeah, there's something more happening with that noise than just door close. Oh, I don't know actually. Oh no. What? Um, that'll explain it. Okay. And this is the final section of these levels. Of the Greek levels. We're still in Greece, by the way, in case you needed a reminder. This is my least favourite level of the game, so this will be fun, right? Okay, I do remember what to do here, actually, quick. It's really nice of the game to throw you immediately into peril. To be fair, it's not that bad. You can pop your head up for a bit of air, but... oh boy. Okay. Right. Let's save. Oh. I don't think this level's anywhere near as long as the previous one at the very least. This is a block that can't be moved because it will float when the room fills back up with water. Okay. It's one of those things where when a level sticks out in your head quite poorly, you tend to remember more of it. So, I believe... we should be able to just... There we go. I remember exactly, like, the last time I played this level, I went through it just fine as well. It really was just that first experience with it, but the last time I went through this, I remember having a particularly horrible time with one bit in particular. Which I will point out because, in retrospect, it was... But I don't think it's an entirely my bad thing, because even when you change the graphics, it becomes quite obvious. Right, so the water current should pull us along nicely. Or not, I've just completely backtracked. This is not the area I thought it was, that's fine. We'll get some air and we'll head back under. I think the point of this is that it's meant to be a bit like a maze, but it doesn't end up that way. I am dumb. This is fine. Go down. That is pushing us, so what we gotta do is we gotta go under here, we gotta pull this. Now what this will do is it will spin the current around, but it'll also do some gubbins to some of the water levels elsewhere. But yeah. Whee! And then pop our heads up. Little crocodile here. Oh, it's a rat. My bad. Another really pointless movable object here. We had a pointless switch on one level, now we've got a pointless movable block. I do not understand why this needs to be moved out here, but alas, moved out here it was. Right. So this part of the level here I remember quite vividly, because I remember swimming around this room for ages thinking, something's not quite right. Like, I am attempting something, or I'm doing something that the game clearly does not want me to do yet. Oh god. It turns out it wasn't this room that was the issue. It was the texture of one climbable object later on. We're probably not going to pick up those shotgun shells. You'll see why. It is a trap. You can do it, but... Oh, hello. That was very jarring to look at. I think we can get an achievement now, actually. Shall we try? Right, if we do this now... You don't get an achievement on GOG, but you can shoot with the Magnum and then he runs away. Also jump. And we save. Oh my god. Okay, we do not need to be here. This is just for a secret, but I am going to pick up, because we're not going to get the other ammo, I'm just going to do all this stuff here. Because I get some more Magnum ammo as well. Right. So this is interesting. We have free free pressure plates that are like that. They're the black tiles on the floor. And yeah, best of luck with this. Bye. No, I'll give it a go. I'm pretty sure this is actually more doable than the first variant of these. It is just the run-up that matters. Nearly had it. We tackle it from an angle. Okay, that's... It should be pointed that she doesn't have air control past a point. She just sort of does her own thing, and that accounts for... that accounts for flips as well. If she's just on a slope and you pull away, even if you didn't press jump, she will just flip like that. There we go. Yeah. Much more doable. Right. Had some tea here, so I'm going to quickly drink this. Good stuff, good stuff. We'll also pull out the save. We have our first fully supernatural boss coming up soon, which should be interesting for you guys to see. And that's why I pull out the save. That's not, but it was done. Oh. Okay. We're gonna do a standing jump. Yo. Right. As you can imagine. Yep. There we go. Good stuff. So what we want to do here... Right, that ledge right there. That's the one that threw me off last time. I'm not even joking. It's because of the texture of the wall. You'll see what I mean when the water level raises, but I was having quite a difficult time with it. I don't know if it was because I was playing with the original graphics or with the new ones, but that ledge, for some reason, it threw me for a loop. It's probably, yeah. The texture just sort of overlaps, and if we do that, much better. Yeah, lighting once again. ninja rat. Okay. And now we save. Quickly throw one of those up. Okay. There's not much more to this level, which thankfully also means there's not much more to this arc. Also, the only lever that doesn't have a full texture, like a full remastered texture, they just settled for having it look like the original for some reason. And in the original, it stands out more as well. Right. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to save real quick. It doesn't matter. Right, okay. I'll tell you what, we'll deal with the gubbins now. Yeah, because it's the key, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Is there one down there as well? No, it's just a shadow going through the floor. Okay. Right. It is the key. Okay, cool, cool. We'll do a quick save here because you never know. Go for the lower bit just in case. Honestly, going from this to like the Egypt levels is kind of insane. The twisting gameplay to when this game feels like its own, or at least like the game that a lot of people. I need to climb up and jump. The game that a lot of people think of Tomb Raider as stems from the later levels. Which I know might sound weird, but it gets even weirder. By that, I actually mean that a lot of people think, when they think like iconography-wise, anything to do with Tomb Raider, they think of cliffs, they think of the Peru levels, but gameplay-wise, a lot of people tend to associate Tomb Raider more so with um, people tend to associate Tomb Raider more with things like the Egyptian levels and stuff like that, the gameplay from that stuff. Oh, I really need to. It's going to be quite a few bits and bobs that are going to creep out of here, unfortunately. We have this block here, and the idea is that we need to push this onto one of these slabs here. Now, each one of these opens up a door, like so. And inside the door there might be some goodies. And the way forward. Because we need some keys. We also got some magnum ammo here. Ooh. And some shotgun ammo. We should have a lot of Magnum ammo by now. But yeah, we need 2 keys, which just means that, well, not a lot really. Just open the doors and get them. It will be interesting if I do decide to go through all the classic games at some point to find one that'd be like that title in particular is overlooked or something like that, because this is a very tight game, but I don't know if it's just because in regards to what this game does do, that was, it's been done before. I know it sounds weird, but basically I mean that, like, a lot of the things that I would praise this game for, it feels weird doing that, because we live in a world where that stuff is commonplace. You know, a lot of what this game does well, and a lot of what this game is known for, is just something that's expected from the genre now, which is that's some really good praise, because that means that this game set that trend. It does also just mean that going back to it, we've had years and years and years of development on this genre. I mean, even that's apparent when you go to that was weird. Even that's apparent when you play Tomb Raider 2. The things that are implemented in that game. What is that? That's fine. Is what that is. A lot of the things that that game implements, it's kind of hard going back to the first game after you play the second one, like gameplay wise, mechanically. I mean, rather than gameplay, because this is definitely the smoother experience from memory, anyway. As you might be able to tell, because I'm sort of just cruising through it at the moment. Right, I think we might be alright. I don't know if there's a cheeky line behind here. There's always a chance. But we are coming up on the end of this section. Ugh. Why would you do this to me? There we go. That's... No, don't do that. Okay, there's a secret we can get, and we can also just go straight to the end as well if we want to. I'll get the secret, just because I know where it is. And that's the end of the level. All nice and opened up. Do I want to get the secret actually? Uh, uh, I think we're okay. I can't remember what this door is though. I know it's around here. It's in a really inconvenient location. Ah, is it under there? I know where it is. Or am I thinking of another stage that has a water section? Maybe. Um, yes, it's this way. Cool. Okay, we're done. Climb up, and then it's... That opens the door, and then we kill the boss. Well, we kill Pierre and then the boss. I think I shall be using magnum ammo on Pierre and shotgun ammo on the boss, because let me tell you now, this boy, not very friendly. Not Pierre. Pierre's pants, but okay, it's this guy. Yep. And that's why I'm gonna. Nope. That's why I'm switching over to this. There we go. And just to cap it off.
A little late for the prize giving, no? Still, it is the taken by which counts.
Yeah. And then he has that on him. And that's that. Just have to climb up now and get out of here. Yeah. The game compensates quite badly in the sense that, like, when you use magnum ammo, or just any ammo for that matter, it freaks out and just goes, quick, give the player as much as they want. So you just start finding it littered about the place. And you might think that, well, you know, magnum ammo might become the standard going forwards. So why is that an issue? Because the magnum is overpowered. We did it.
Here lies Tehokan, one of the two just rulers of Atlantis, who even after the curse of the continent had tried to keep rule here in these barren other lands. He died without child, and his knowledge has no heritage. Look over us kindly, Tehokan.
Ta-da! Rightio.